Hey everyone, what's going on? Phoenix here. It's been a while since I've made one of these videos, so I thought I would bring you a gear guide today, a build guide. This is going to be for my Finesse dual wield character. Really been enjoying playing this character. It's super fun just to throw on two weapons and start beating things up. So let's jump right in. This is Fenix Reborn. I'm not 275 yet, but the build is basically complete. When I hit 275, I can get trained sneak attack, but other than that, it's pretty much finished. So we've got spec creature, dual wield, finesse weapons, healing, life magic, and summoning. Now you can play this a little bit differently. It's the same way with my build for Phoenix, where you can swap spec life magic for spec melee D. I just really like having both magic spec because I'm not wearing adept or wise, so it helps me have higher magics. I also don't have legendary creature in my build yet, something that I'm working on getting. So trained, dirty fighting, item enchantment, mana C, melee D. So pretty simple build, honestly. I think that the finesse dual wield is the interesting part, along with summoning. So yeah, and then for my attributes, 10 base strength, 40 endurance, which gets me to that 570 summoning threshold, 100 cord, 100 quick, 30 focus, 100 self. Now, I don't yet have 570 summoning, but I'm also do not have all of my Aura of the Specialist or Aura of the World Illuminates logs, so this build is going to be complete once I have that. And you can play that a little bit differently than I do by changing around your attributes, so you could increase your endurance to make it so you can get 570 summoning a little bit easier. But this is where I'm at, so yeah. And then for my gear, nothing too special. What I'm wearing is 5 dex pieces. So I've got legendary slash word dex. I've got, legendary summoning dex. I've got legendary magic res dexterous piece, legendary endurance, and then legendary acid ward. And then something that's a little bit different, which maybe you've guessed by seeing these other pieces, is that I'm wearing 4 pieces of the Swift set. So Swift is actually really cool, especially for finesse, because it gives you Journeyman Leaper's jumping aptitude, Journeyman Messenger's sprint. But then the real reason to wear it is it gives you plus 10 to dual wield, plus 10 to finesse, plus 10 to sneak attack. So it's basically meant for finesse. Now, I know that some of the wikis don't have this labeled correctly, because I guess when Swift set was first introduced, it only did like run jump, just something to keep in mind. And then if you have used Dexter set before, it gives you duelist coordination and rover's quickness. So 20 to quickness, 20 to coordination, which is going to increase your finesse, going to increase your melee D. And coordination is the damage modifier for finesse weapons, so having higher cord is higher damage. Really, really nice. The other really nice thing about using Swift set is that not a lot of other people use it, so it can be pretty easy to trade for some good Swift pieces. Like I have this CD1, and then this one is critical damage 2. Legendary Storm Ward, really nice piece. I have a legendary finesse trinket imbued with damage rating, healing, and then damage reduction. And then just jewelry to fill in my wards. I've got a Warrior's Vitality imbued bracelet. And then this is a really nice Vitality 2 Legendary Invuln bracelet, and a Heal Boost 1 Flame Ward ring. And then I have Life Magic and Focus on my underclothes. I have a Damage 2 Summoning Cloak, which is a really nice piece that if I had, it could be better. It could be a minus 200. It could also be level 5, which would get me to that 570 summoning sooner, but it's going to be nice. And it's a piece that I can upgrade later on, so... For my Etheria, I just have this really nice Sigil of Fury, Surge of Destruction, level 4 blue, and then I'm doing 2 level 3 destructions. For my weapons, it's something that's a little bit tough with dual wield and something that I'm working on building up to, which is getting 2 of every single weapon type that I ever want to use, which can be tough. I got these the other day, which I'm really excited about, the Royal Rune Knuckles. They're just like super fun to beat up on monsters. Don't have to cast any spells. They cast Imperil and cast on Strike, which is really cool. I've got my Royal Rune Claw, I've got a Lightning Rend, Frost Rend, I've got a Soulbound Staff, and I actually have a second ingot somewhere to make a second Soulbound Staff. I've got 2 Rented Tentacle Daggers, I also have a Rented Tentacle Wand, just in case. I've got 2 slash weapons, 2 acid weapons, and what I've really been working on is getting armor-rending weapons for this character, so I've got 2 pretty nice acid. You know, this one's got Legendary Bloodthirst on it, this one's got Legendary Defender Epic Bloodthirst, so I've got some pretty nice weapons that I just need to build up to for this guy. And then I also have my Singularity Katar, so need to get another Singularity weapon, and, you know, just working towards getting all those weapons, because you have to get double when you're playing dual wield, so that can be tough. I also have a damage resist 5, 7 tinked shield, so with legendary impen and +1 melee imbue. So in those situations where you do need to pop out a shield and go one-handed weapon, I have that option. And the really important thing to keep in mind is that this can be a very tanky build because you have that 100 cord, 100 quick innate stats. You get a pretty good melee D to start, even just train. That's the main advantage of this build, and then the summoning gives you the power that you need. Finesse, really nice. So I think that's going to be it for this build guide. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more of these, let me know in the comments. I've got a few other characters that I plan on making guides for. So please subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching. Bye.